Hello everyone, I hope your preparation for CAT is on track and I hope you're sticking to a study plan. Today's video will talk about the inception of summaries in the CAT and we will look at two questions which will help you understand the solving process. Summaries started from CAT 2003. Since then they have been regularly coming in the CAT papers, usually in sets of 3 to 4. How do you solve these questions? The skills required are very similar to paragraph completions, but they are far easier to solve. So in paragraph completions, we focus on things like scope, tone, and continuity. But here, we only focus on the scope. So the text of the paragraph for the summaries is very important, and the right option will not go beyond the text. So please remember that you need not go beyond what is given. So let's understand this a little more. Solving summary questions essentially requires elimination. So what do we look for when we eliminate? The right answer should have the main idea of the paragraph and the right answer should not be wrong. So usually options are introduced with small errors. So you have to trap errors. These errors are basically wrong pieces of information which will come based on some conclusion or deduction that is not there in the paragraph. So it's very important that while you read the paragraph, be very clear that the paragraph says think and not is, for example, right? So let's understand this process a little bit more. Let's do two questions from CAT 2004. Both these questions came in the CAT as 2-mark questions, so they're reasonably difficult questions. What I want you all to do is pause the video, read the paragraph, read the options, see which options you'd like to eliminate, and then we'll discuss this together. So why don't you pause the video and read the paragraph and the options. I hope you have read the paragraph. So what is this paragraph talking about? The paragraph essentially says that there are two schools of thought on why the earth is gradually warming, right? So everybody agrees that it is warming, but the process is still in contention. Some people think that the earth together is either warming or cooling as a whole planet, and some think that there are some opposing schedules, etc. Right? Recent research in Germany strengthens the second idea, and a better answer to this debate will allow them to predict climate in the future. That's it. Great? Okay, so let's look at the first option. Scientists have been unsure, so the main idea is there, right, that whether it happens all at once or in different hemispheres. Then it says research will help find a definitive answer. We don't know what will help find a definitive answer. We just know that a definitive answer will help to predict. So this is introducing something extra. It is going beyond the text, hence it is wrong, and this is not the right option. Let's look at the second option. The second option is very similar to the first option till the semicolon. But from then onwards, it does not mention research. It just says finding a definitive answer will help, which goes with the paragraph. So the second option looks good. Let's look at the third option. Third option says that research in Germany will help scientists. No, this goes beyond what is mentioned. It does not even have the main idea, right? So the third option is definitely wrong. Now the fourth one. Fourth one is completely twisting the paragraph. It's saying that research will help and debates will not help, right? So that nobody's saying what is going to help or what is not going to help. So fourth option is also incorrect, and hence the best is the second option, right? So let's do a more difficult question again from CAT 2004. Why don't you all read this? Pause the video, right? And we'll discuss the paragraph. So I hope you have read this. Modern bourgeois society, said Nietzsche, that's how it's pronounced surprisingly, was decadent and enfeebled, a victim of the excessive development of the rational faculties. So as you can see, right, there are a lot of big words in this paragraph. What is important is that the modern society has become feeble or weak, right? This is because we are using our rational faculties, right? Development and using of rational faculties, and we are not using our will at the expense of will, right? So Nietzsche urges us to recognize our desires, and it says that if we smother the will, we destroy spontaneity. Hence, we should not rely on intellect and we should go back to our instinctual roots of human existence. So let's look at the options, right? First option, Nietzsche urges the society to forego intellect. Forego is very strong, and it says that we should forego relying on the intellect. It does not say that we should completely forego intellect. Just for this reason, I don't like this option so much. Otherwise, everything else is fine, right? Let's look at the second option. It urges, so again, as you can see, there is similarity, right? To smother the will with excessive, no. Nietzsche, in fact, urges us not to smother the will. When you smother the will, you destroy the spontaneity. So 2 is going against the main idea completely, so that is out. Let's look at the third option. Nietzsche criticizes the intellectuals for enfeebling the modern bourgeois society. No. He's not criticizing particular intellectuals. He's criticizing the society and how the society functions. So 3 is completely wrong. Let's look at the fourth option. Nietzsche blames excessive intellectualization for the decline and suggests nurturing great. So this is looking good, right? He blames intellectualization, which we can clearly see. And instead he says we should go back to our will and creative instincts. So 4th is the best option. I hope these 2 questions gave you a good sense on how to solve summary questions. See you soon in the next video.